Ons doen op bladsy 15 en here we're going to apply the rules that we just discussed in the previous section. So hier's jou instruksie. Hulle sê, jy het 'n probleem, you have a problem. So you have to talk about this problem in your writing. Jy is nie meer lus om skool toe te gaan nie. You don't want to go back to school or you don't want to be in school anymore. Skryf 'n brief aan jou maat en vra vir raad. Write a letter to your friend en vra vir raad and ask for advice. That should also be in. I'm going to highlight all the different things that should be in your letter. The first one is the fact that you're going to say you have a problem. You also have to say that you don't want to go to school anymore. And you have to ask your friend for advice. Those three things should reflect in your letter. Okay, kom ons kyk na die brief. Of kom ons kyk dit gou weer. Paragraaf 1 gaan jy sê, ek skryf vandag om, and then this you get from your instruction. Skryf 'n brief. Ek skryf vandag om raad te vra. Ek skryf vandag om raad te vra. En dan gaan jy sê, ek het 'n probleem. Ek het nie meer lus om skool toe te gaan nie. In jou tweede paragraaf gaan jy 'n bietjie meer inligting gee. You're going to give more information about why you don't want to go to school anymore. And here, another thing that I can tell you, which is really good advice, is whenever you write in Afrikaans, and I know it's very hard for you to write in Afrikaans, you have to kind of manipulate what you write about around the vocab that you have. So, if you have vocab about someone being sick, then you're going to write about that. If you have vocab about a fight, then that's what you're going to write about. So, whenever you write and you come across a word that you don't know in Afrikaans, you have one of two choices. You're either going to describe it in simple language like you would explain it to a 5-year-old, or you're going to have to change direction and write about something else. Goed, jou derde paragraaf sê jy, oh sorry, there's a typo, ek hoop om weer van jou te hoor, ek mis jou regtig baie, en dan groete, full stop en jou naam. Kom ons kyk. As hulle nie vir jou 'n adres gee nie, if they don't give you an address, and with a friendly letter they probably won't give you an address, then there's a standard address that you can always use. I tell my learners in class to write Bloustraat 10, sê nou maar. So, hier staan nou Viljoenstraat, maar jy kan sê Bloustraat 10, because it's easy to write, Bloemfontein, en die kode, en die datum. Then you skip your line. Liewe Sandra, skip your line. Gaan het goed met jou? Leer jy baie hard? Ek werk baie hard, want ek wil goed doen in die eksamen. Ek skryf vir jou, want ek het 'n probleem en wil graag raad vra. And this is from the instruction. Goed. My probleem is dat ek nie meer lus het om na graad 8 verder skool te gaan nie. This is also from the instruction. Wat dink jy? Moet ek my hoërskoolloopbaan voltooi of moet ek maar tuis bly en my ma met huiswerk help? Wat dink jy? That's the part where you ask for advice. Jy ken my so goed en jy weet hoe my ma is. Help my asseblief en sê vir my wat jy dink ek moet doen. Skip a line. Ek hoop om van jou te hoor. Skip a line. Groete. Skip a line and your name. Can you see that the instruction part is in the beginning, in the beginning of the thing, of the letter.